The world's oldest tribe can be found in South Africa, and according to anthropologists, this can be called the Khoisan. The Khoisan is a combination of two major tribes, the San and the Khoikhoi. The San simply meaning that these are the people that forge life from earth, simply meaning that these live by hunting and do not settle down like we see compared to the Bantu and other African people who live by cattle, who live by nomadic patrollism. These ones just sit, hunt, and get what to eat. They are believed to have the oldest DNA as they are linked to the first Africans, and it is believed that Africa is the center of evolution in the world, meaning evolution started here in Africa. The San people have a clicking sound, and they have 5 clicking sounds that are very distinctive, and it is the hardest language to learn here on earth, suggesting by anthropologists that they are the first people to live on earth. The Khoikhoi and Khoisan are believed to be the world's oldest people, and they are closely related to the Nema people, which is the second largest oldest tribe in the world. About 140,000 Khoisan people still live in Botswana, Angola, Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, and South Africa, but sooner these Khoisan people will still not live this kind of lifestyle, as laws against hunting and land disputes have caused them to abandon their hunting grounds and left them in absolute poverty and hunger. They are considered as low lives by even their fellow Africans and have very little political representation, hence face a risk of extinction in terms of culture. And where you see bushes, stones, shrubs, forests, among others, a bushman will simply look at food and medicine in terms of herbs, which is considered to be their pharmacy. And in this, even the oldest Khoisan or Khoikhoi will have a very clear vision and will have a very good hearing ability. And these people use very small bows and arrows, that on the bows they have poison that they use to shoot and kill their prey. Mostly they use natural materials to set traps and catch these animals and enjoy them as they are. They sit and live in communal groups and share these hunted animals and plants they get as they gather them and eat them. In the past, the Khoikhoi and the Khoisan faced other problems like chicken pox, like smallpox, diseases, epidemics, hunger, prolonged famines, and others. Bad governments today have been a cause to the elimination of these kinds of people and cultures on the continent, because they grab their land without, of course, compensation. They want to chase them away. They lack political representation. They are considered as low-class citizens. Among very many problems, they have very, very poor. They cannot get adequate representation that can fight for their hunting grounds, that can fight for these food hubs, and everything is just going to shambles, and very likely Africa is going to lose their culture in these people. However, efforts to make them get rid of their culture is also a very big problem, and adaptation of Western cultures that are aiming at maybe distorting these particular cultures are lead cause to removing these particular cultures here in Africa. And of course, the trend is taking another side of civilization that does not habit or tolerate these people. However, its extinction of these cultures is going to be a great miss, as the future generations are not going to be put to knowledge or put to book on how these people used to survive, and they are not going to get a chance to see them in the near future. The body shape and the color of these people could suggest that actually they are linked to Asians. Maybe, possibly, the Asians would have traces of the DNA of the San people because of their resemblance, because actually civilization and innovation started here in Africa. So likely the Chinese people could have traces of the DNA of these people, as they are the fathers of civilization.